Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today's video is yet another of my Operation Olive Branch gift artwork pieces. If you missed the first video I put out featuring these pieces, I'll quickly re-explain the project now. The Operation Olive Branch project took place on Amino in December. Artists and pen pal writers were recruited to form randomized teams. One member of each group had a dissociative identity disorder, and the other two did not. The purpose was to form friendships, something that can be hard to do for people with such disorders due to the stigma around them, and for gifts to be exchanged in the 12 days leading up to Christmas and once more on Christmas Day. People with dissociative identity disorders tend to refer to themselves as systems, with the original personality being the host, main, or original. The rest of us in these teams were referred to as singlets, as we present a single personality. The 12 smaller gifts given by singlets to systems were supposed to be for specific personalities, and the Christmas Day gift was meant to be for the whole system together. You've seen some of my smaller gifts already, and I've still got a couple more that I haven't used on this channel yet, and those were each either for my partner system host or for some of her other personalities. We didn't get to know all of her personalities, as not all of them fronted during our interactions, so I didn't get to know them. The piece you're watching today is my Christmas Day gift. I worked on this piece after I finished each daily gift up to the 23rd, so it took quite a while. I'm sorry if parts of this seem sped up a little too much. I wanted to show it all, but I didn't want the video to be too long. When we were first getting to know each other in our team, we discussed favorite movies and favorite animals, among other topics. These are my partner system's favorite film and animal, Lilo and Stitch and butterflies. She specifically likes monarchs and the blue morpho best, and monarchs are also my favorite butterfly, so that's the species I chose for this piece. Since her favorite film is Lilo and Stitch, and I already gifted her a piece inspired by one of the movie's human characters, I decided to include Stitch. Many of her alters also like butterflies, and some of her alters are quite young, so these fit the system more broadly as well. Several of her alters enjoy flowers, so I filled all the empty spaces with various flowers. I included Gerber daisies so that I could add some yellow tones to balance out the bright orange of the butterfly. The rest of the flowers are blue because so much of the art my partner's artistic personalities draw are filled with blues. The bottom right corner features pansies, which are special to me because I used to help my grandma plant them in her front garden every spring, and I used to love gently feeling the velvety, soft texture of the petals. It seemed fitting to include a symbol of something special to me in my gift to her. I also included hydrangeas and a myosotis flower. I already talked about hydrangeas in the video of the flower wreath I gifted to one of my partner's alters who loves walking in the garden. They're not my favorite flower, but they're associated with fond memories for me, and they do turn a beautiful blue when the pH of the soil is right for it. The myosotis flower is more commonly known here in the northern hemisphere as a forget-me-not. That's something I wanted to say symbolically through this piece. I value the friendship we formed, and I want it to last. Last but not least, there's the quote, "Friends are the family you choose." Google tells me this is a Jess C. Scott quote. I don't know if they originated the phrase or if they're just famous for using it in writing. This phrase first came into my life when the mother of my high school sweetheart gave me a small decorative plaque with it for my 18th birthday. Like this piece, it was written in gold letters. It was actually a little awkward receiving it because her son and I had broken up 4 months earlier. I don't know if she bought it really far ahead of time and gave it to me anyway, or if she went out and bought me a gift despite our relationship status, but she meant it either way. Her son and I had been close friends before we dated. We stayed friends after until graduation. On top of that, I was and still am friends with his sister. My sister dated his brother. My mother and his father went to the same high school, and we all attended the same church. So yeah, lots of connections. My partner system told me that her family isn't very accepting of her disorder. I also know that she's no longer in high school, and I know from experience that staying in touch with old friends and making new ones after high school is really hard, if not impossible at times, when you're dealing with mental health issues. This is a reminder that true friends are always there for you, even when your family isn't, and that if the family you didn't get to choose isn't supporting you, you can always form a better one. Participating in this project really meant a lot to me, and I'm so glad I got to make friends I made. I really hope the project will happen again next year. If you didn't hear about it in time and you'd like to keep an eye out for recruitment next time, go join the Art Hotel community on Amino Apps. The project's organizer, Chris, is the leader there. You can contact her ahead of time if you wish, but you'll definitely see posts made there when she's ready to announce other such projects. By the way, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. And of course, if you like this video, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. It really helps small channels like this, and I love reading your comments. I do my best to reply to everyone. If you participated in Operation Olive Branch this year, last year, did you enjoy it as well? I hope you did. If you didn't, would you be interested in it in the future? Have you ever done anything similar to this? Does anything in this piece speak to you like I hope it speaks to my partner? I'd love to know what you think about it. I'm going to start doing facecam intros and outros very soon. I asked you guys, my audience, when I should start doing that, and the consensus was to make it a subscriber goal. So my official face reveal will come in the first video I edit after we hit 250 subscribers. Can we do it before my birthday, February 2nd? We're getting close. I started this piece out with an underpainting using Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor paints. I really like using watercolors for underpainting because it's a quick and easy way to map out my colors at a point when I can still make changes and I can cover small mistakes in my detail layers after, so I don't have to be extremely careful. Compared to other types of paint, watercolor is quick and it doesn't add any real bulk to the paper, nor does it destroy the paper's tooth if you've got a good watercolor paper. The details were all done in Prismacolor pencils, a mix of both my relatively new Premiers and my 15-ish year old Scholars. This was before Christmas, so I didn't have nearly enough Faber-Castell pencils to do this piece yet, and since I wasn't physically sending out the original, light fastness didn't matter. I do plan to scan this and probably use it in my portfolio, but I'm not going to sell prints of this one because I don't want Disney to come after me for using Stitch. If you guys want to see more fan art, please let me know. Comment with what sort of fandoms you like seeing art from, so I can get an idea of what to draw if I'm going to do more for this channel. By the way, as I mentioned, this video is extremely sped up. If you're a young artist, or if you're new to art or to colored pencils specifically, please don't let the fact that there's under 18 minutes of footage here fool you into thinking you should be able to do something like this quickly. This was done on a 9x12 inch sheet of Strathmore Visions Watercolor paper. I drew Stitch and half the butterfly in my sketchbook, then used tracing paper and my light box to place them on the final paper around the lettering. I then added in the flowers where they were needed and inked all the line work. I painted the underpainting in 2 sittings the next 2 nights, after finishing the smaller gifts for each day. The colored pencil and gold paint details took another 3 days of work in between other pieces and my responsibilities outside of art. In total, I have nearly 8.5 hours of raw footage from just this piece. Colored pencil is a slow medium, whether you use underpainting or not, and getting the best blends and details out of your pencils takes practice and patience. Don't be discouraged by how fast this video goes by. Thanks for watching. We've got a little bit left here, so I'll let the music take us out, and I'll see you in the end card. made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring that bell. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and I feature artists and crafters in my end card. Use the hashtag LookJennaYT. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.